Hello again, everyone. This is Game Collector here, and this week I have with me Cybertron, or Galaxy 4's Master Galvatron, or Galvatron. You know, I don't care anymore. Which is just a recolor of Megatron from that series. I don't have Megatron from that series, so I just got this one because he looks like G1 Megatron in his robot mode, because he's all silver. It's weird. Energon Megatron looks like Galvatron, and Cybertron Galvatron looks like G1 Megatron. Go friggin' figure. So, here he is in his car mode. Doesn't really do much. He has the same cyber key feature for both his car and jet modes. And that would be this. And while I don't have the missiles, I don't know where they went. He has a little light and sound gimmick for his little missile pack, so there. Remove the key. And here's his cyber key, by the way. Orange and gunmetal gray. I don't know what is up with all the orange that's going to be on this guy. The orange becomes way more prevalent when he's in robot mode. And now for putting him in jet mode, you split this front piece. And, yeah, make sure these little side fins are folded up. And then you pretty much just spread them out. Connect these tabs to the centers of the wheels. And that's it. He's in jet mode now. Or Cybertronian jet fighter. I don't know. Hoy. Well, now we can just kind of, well, for robot mode, you take these. And I can't do that yet, so... Fold them back up a bit, temporarily. No, can't do that yet either. And we'll work on the legs. Unpeg them from back. Basically unpeg these from these. And then you take his entire lower torso and fold it downward. Now, once the legs decide to align. Next up, for the feet, push it in once, not twice, and then this little soft rubbery bit, that little peg will go in the middle of the wheel like the wings did. And that's the left leg, and the right leg. Okay, there you go. Okay, legs are finished. Now to get on with this mess. Okay, good. Now you can finally take these wing bits and put them back here. They do have a sort of Easter eggy gimmick, which I'll show in a bit, probably. Oh, wait, go like that? I have no idea. Boy. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, yeah. Bring that down and fold these up. That would help. And then these just kind of separate and then split. Also remember to open these things on the shoulders and then close them back up. And do that and fold up the grape face. Now, the hard part about the arms is actually getting these little pegs to line up with these little holes. Peg, hole. So I kind of gotta fiddle around with him for a bit. Oh, that's one. Come on, come on, come on. That's two. There he is. He's secure in robot mode now. Or mostly. To get the arms out, pull that, slide it in, and there. Now you're probably seeing more of that orange that I was mentioning earlier. And believe it or not, this particular Megatron does have light piping, unlike his Optimus Prime counterpart from the same series. And I'll see if I can find something to show his light piping off. Probably going to be a tough luck thing there. Yeah, sorry. Not going to be able to show off his light piping feature very well without any light. Or maybe if I hold him up the right way. No. Well, poot. Oh. No, these go out. And... Ah! Ow. Bit my finger. And then optionally, if you want him to, you know, have the flat head look, you can leave him like this. Or you can fold his big horns up and make him look more show accurate. I personally prefer leaving them down, because you can see the giant chunks missing from his face. You know, you can see this entire back piece exposed here, so I just leave them down and leave him with that flat head. I don't know, it makes him look... I don't know how to describe it, but he looks kind of Egyptian this way. I don't know why. It's weird. So, yeah. His key features are more prevalent in his robot mode than Optimus's are, which, you know... Okay, with this one, you plug it into this thing here. That pops up. And then you close it back up. Pull the key out, for one. And this is actually revealed on Megatron, both of the key features were. And it turns into a little crank gun. Which you can have him hold like a gun, plug in right above his hand, which doesn't work, or you can plug it in and be really G1 and have it on the side of his arm. Daka, 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 daka. Again, this is kind of what I prefer to do, the wrist-mounted thingy. And of course, it can, you know, fold up, and now it's totally a shield. Thwonk. Or a bumper or something. And now, for the other side over here, you plug this in, and then this entire assembly comes out and becomes a sword or shield or arm mount. It's never made clear what this thing is actually for or what it is, but it plugs into his arm like that. I think it's supposed to be like a sword or something, or an arm-mounted blade weapon or something. I never quite understood what that thing was. So it just kind of plugged in like that, and that was it. So, yeah. Time to pull this thing off. Plug that in. Whoops. Didn't mean to knock that around. Come on. Come on. You're not plugging in. Okay, that plugged in there. Oh. Oh, darn. I plugged it in wrong! This little thing has to go in like so. Here, let me show you real quick. Gotta pull the key out to ensure that this closes. Basically, this stays in here like that, because this little switch was above these, and this wouldn't close properly. So now it can. Now with this one, it's fairly simple. Ooh. Basically, pull back and then hold them closed. Or you plug it in, push back, and push down. There. Now, in this particular... Okay, it's kind of hard to explain. He has a fusion cannon, but he doesn't. I actually need to pull up his... Okay, where is he? I forgot to pull up his bio because I don't have the bio again for this figure like for last week. So I'm very, very sorry about that. And okay, there. Sorry about that. Just a, little break there. This was only seen in the last episode of Cybertron and Galaxy Force, so you can actually give him his fusion cannon feature by folding these all the way under and over, like so. Uh-oh, this doesn't want to... In? Is staying in this time? And then connect them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Its body doesn't particularly enjoy linking up like that. So these go like this. And then, if you can actually manage it, you can have his hands grab onto these. Which, like I said, this is a challenge in and of itself. And that's the best I can do right now, but there it is, seen in the very last episode of the show, the fusion cannon. It looks really dorpy. Not super dorpy, because we have seen worse over the years. Thank you, Michael Bay. But here it is. He channels energy through, and it fires out of there. Now, last, I'm going to show you a combination, as I mentioned in my previous video with Optimus Prime about Nemesis Breaker, Leo Breaker, and Leo Prime. He has a combined mode, which can work with one or both of his arms. And to do that, you need to, just completely lift this up. And we're going to do his left arm, because he would use his left arm instead of his right. You basically do what you would if you were going to put him in vehicle mode. Make his arm that giant cone. And make sure this is folded forwards. And then that pretty much plugs in like that. And come on, peg back in. And there, you have his giant shoulder mode. And that's where, right here, can you see that? Let's move that out of the way. Yeah, right there. That's where Nemesis Breaker would plug in, or Leo Breaker, or Leo Prime. Alternatively, you can still do the right arm. It works the exact same way. Fold that up. Oh. I'm actually going to read the Galvatron bio, though I might read the Megatron bio for you too, because same general toy. So, you know, it's the exact same toy, just molded in different colors. And the key can actually stow right there. Same thing, because it actually stays in there pretty securely, so you don't have to worry about losing it, just so long as you keep it in his backpack. Kind of like with Optimus Prime's gun, you can leave it stowed in there. So, oh, wobble wobble. His hips are actually quite... Oh yeah, let's get to the articulation. He can go out, although he can actually fold his arm all the way out when you have it bent like this. He has a double-jointed elbow and a bicep swivel. A wrist swivel. His head can sort of turn left and right. He doesn't have anything in the waist. He has hips. Well, he sort of has a waist swivel, just a very weak one. Knees, like so, and right there. His feet can, you know, move up and down, and that's it. So, there. Pretty decently articulated, but, you know, you're getting, like, from Lost Galaxy, Galaxy Force or Cybertron, so you're not really getting... You shouldn't expect too much, but it's pretty basic. Enough to make a good action figure. He's not super great, but he is pretty good. Okay, let's see. What am I looking for? There are no known variations of this figure. Are you kidding me? Yeah, recolor. Stupid. Okay, let's see. For Megatron, for millions of years, Megatron has led fanatical legions of Decepticons on their war for conquest of the universe. A living weapon with dozens of self-inflicted modifications in the name of increased power and destructive capability. His only weakness is his single-minded desire for the enslavement of the universe. His intellect, ego, and talent for deception are second to none. And he rules his Decepticons with his iron-fisted combination of fear and force of personality. Driven by a nearly insane lust for power, Megatron managed to not only survive the catastrophic implosion of Unicron, but also absorb much of his power. Now wearing salvaged pieces of the ancient destroyer's armor, Megatron is awesomely powerful and determined to beat Optimus Prime and the Autobots to the planet keys. Strength 10, Intelligence 10, Speed 10, Endurance 9.5, Rank 10, Courage 10, Fire Blast, Firepower 10, Skill 10, and Galvatron stats and tech spec bio are: the rage Megatron feels after defeat by Metroplex activates the dormant power within his Unicron armor. The vast energy draws power directly from the giant planet itself, feeding it into Megatron and changing him into the mighty Galvatron. Yeah, by changing his colors. A living engine of destruction, Galvatron lives only to conquer all and grind the universe beneath his armored heel. His weapons and intelligence supercharged by the living energy of the giant planet. There are none powerful enough to stand in his way. Yeah, right. Strength unknown, Intelligence 10, Speed 10, Endurance unknown, Rank 10, Courage 10, Fire Blast, Firepower unknown, and Skill 10. So, yeah. There's all that. And again, I'm sorry I can't show off the light piping. If, again, mentioned in the previous video, I can get a donation of a Leo Breaker or a Leo Kaiser. Tell me in the comments of the video if you would like to donate something, or private message me and we can work something out, because I do want to show off other abilities of Transformers, which I unfortunately do not have. So, you know, we can work something out, or something. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you all next week, and I'll see you later.